Hello everyone, my name is Mohamed Khan, and I will be talking about the United States Marine Corps through the eyes of a Marine. The Marine Corps has an abundant history, customs and traditions, and uniform standards. I served in the Marine Corps on active duty for 4 years. The main key point we'll be talking about is the history of the Marine Corps, customs and traditions, and uniform standards. The Marine Corps was founded on November 10, 1775 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at a place called Tun Tavern. That's where the Continental Congress raised the first 2 battalion of Marines. Samuel Nicholas was the first United States Marine captain on November 28, 1775. He led the first amphibious raid in 1776, which paved the way for other operations such as Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Desert Storm, which paved the way for many more operations to come in the future of the Marine Corps history. The Marine Corps is known as America's 911, and the reason why we say that is because when the nation is least ready, the Marine Corps is always ready. And boot camp consists of 13 weeks of rigorous training. But the good thing about the Marine Corps boot camp is once you graduate and you become a Marine, you earn that title of becoming a Marine, and you finish and do your 4 years of honorable service, and you get out. And if you do wish to join another military branch, you won't have to do that military branch training. Because by joining the Marines, you're pretty much waived from all of those training. Now, the Marine Corps has a very high value for its traditions and customs. We take very, very big pride in what we do as a Marine because we're categorized as an elite fighting organizations throughout the world. Now, one of our major customs we do is when walking past a flag, the United States flag, we would salute it. Walking past your higher superiors and officers, we would render a salute to them as well. And also for entering a vehicle, the junior Marine is always the one to enter the vehicle first, and then the senior Marine follows him after. Now, when exiting the vehicle, it would always be the senior Marine that exits first, then followed by the junior Marine. Now, the senior Marine always takes pride and makes sure that the junior Marines are always taken care of first, i.e. meaning that whether they go to the chow hall to eat, the senior Marine would always make sure that his junior Marines have gotten to eat before him. In anything that they do, the senior Marine is always the last one to do it, just to make sure that his junior Marines are taken care of first. Now, another major tradition we celebrate in the Marine Corps is the Marine Corps' birthday. Now, the Marine Corps' birthday has been celebrating since the Marine Corps was born, 1775. Now, every year on November 10th, there's a big traditional ceremony where there's a cake cutting ceremony, as in like the youngest Marine and the oldest Marine would cut the cake, and then you'd get a nice message from the Commandant of the Marine Corps and the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps wishing us a happy birthday because it's another blissful year that the Marine Corps has lived. Now, it's not only about the traditions and customs in the Marine Corps that make us such a great organization, it's our uniform. Now, we have 3 types of uniform while we're in the Marine Corps. We have our field uniform, our dress uniform, and our service uniform. Now, each one of these uniforms are listed in a manual, which it tells you exactly how you should be wearing these uniforms and when you should wear them. Now, that manual is P1020.34G, and it states all the regulations for the uniforms and anything you wear. Now, one of our most distinguished uniform is our dress uniform. I'm going to show you here. Now, this is one of our dress uniform right here. This is the only military uniform that has all the colors of the American flag on it. There's no other military branch that has all the colors of the flag on their uniform. Now, this is one of our dress uniform. Now, a service uniform would be this one right here. Now, for service uniform, normally we would wear these service uniform when we're checking into a new unit or we're leaving that unit to check into another unit. This lets them know that, hey, that Marine is checking in. Once you're wearing this, they know that you're new, and they're going to make sure that you get treated with the utmost respect. Whether you're a high-ranking official or you're a lowest rank or you're a junior Marine, they always treat you with kindness. Now, those are some of the service and dress uniform. Now, we also have the utility uniform, our field uniform. Now, there's 3 types of field uniform. We have the combat utility uniform, the flight suit, and the mountain warfare uniform. Now, I've only been in the Marine Corps where I was the one to be wearing the combat utility uniform. Now, some of the combat utility uniform that we wore, well, most commonly wear was the forest green camis right here. Now, these are the digital printed camis to ensure more camouflageability and helps you to blend in better. This is the forest green, and then we have the desert sand uniform right here. Now, both of these uniforms are worn throughout the year. Now, the desert sand uniform, normally you would wear that if you were to get deployed overseas or you're in some type of training environment. But year round, we will wear the forest green uniform. Now, with all these uniforms, these are the major ones that we wear. Now, the Marine Corps is just one of the most amazing branch of service that I've ever served in, and I think that if anyone was to ever gotten the chance to do it, I would definitely recommend them to do it. Now, since I've been in the Marines, I've learned so much. I've grown. They've taught me discipline, accountability, how to keep myself at a higher standard than an individual. And with that said, I hope that you guys learned a lot from this little speech right here, and I look forward to seeing the rest of you guys. Have a great day. Take care.